we are live again, just like that. Violent tornado is still on the ground here in eastern Kentucky. Make sure you are in your safe spot. This is going towards London and Bernstadt in east central Kentucky. Still a very violent tornado. There's your newest scan, just came in. Still a violent tornado on the ground. I need to find this really quick. There we go. All right, so that's going to end. There we go. Make sure. Hopefully we've started a completely new stream. I think we have. That would be awful if we somehow started the same live stream right back up. Okay. So this is a fully new live stream, right?
Yes.
Pretty sure. Here you go, Lucky.
Oh man. Huh.
All right,
Sorry,
good.
guys.
So we are good to go for as long as we need to be here. So still a violent tornado ongoing here in eastern Kentucky, going towards London in East Kentucky. Jeez.
You know what? Since we can be here for however long, give me 2 minutes to do what I was gonna do earlier.
We couldn't even hear you there for a second. You ran away so fast.
Okay. Okay, give me 2 minutes, okay? I just gotta go do something I was gonna do earlier.
Okay.
Right back, Lily.
I'm still trying to make sure that stream's ended, y'all. Okay, there we go.
It did.
Just make sure everything's good with that. Make sure we're
right.
right back live. I appreciate all over 30 of you guys for tuning directly back in. So this is a violent tornado still on the ground here. Moving into London. It did move more north on that newest scan. Just slightly. So I'm hoping that this could occlude very, very, very soon. It's about to get into a very populated region here very soon. Wow. This is still a violent tornado ongoing. This should be tornado emergency now for London. Right now, we should hear a beep for a tornado emergency for London. Because London is a very populated town in eastern Kentucky. And this is a violent tornado capable of completely catastrophic damage. Going right towards the town of London. This has been on the ground. I want you to just note how long tracked this tornado has been. This has been one of the longest tracked tornadoes in the last 2 months that we have had out here in the U.S. Possibly one of the more long tracked tornadoes that have been EF2 plus in the whole year. It has been extremely, extremely long tracked. Still a very intense couplet of over 100 miles per hour. Ongoing here, going towards London in eastern Kentucky. So please be in your safe spot. This is still a PDS tornado warning. See if we got anything else here. This London has a population of about 30,000 people. So if this does go right into London, it is going to be a catastrophic situation. This likely isn't a wedge tornado. It is likely a extremely intense stovepipe tornado with a very focused area of EF4 plus wind speeds. The reason I say that is because this is very, very gate to gate. And it's not too common we see this gate to gate areas of rotation sustain for this long. Typically, when they are this gate to gate with a lack of very pronounced strong inflow, I'll say something like, I expect this to be short-lived, but a strong short-lived tornado. In this case, it has been a long-lived violent tornado with a very concentrated area of extremely significant damaging winds. Likely at or exceeding EF4 intensity. This is about 10 minutes away from London. So London, if you're, for some reason, if you're not in your safe spot in London and Eastern Kentucky, make sure you are in your safe spot. If for some unknown reason you are for some reason not in your safe spot, run right now to your safe spot. You have just a few minutes remaining before this potentially catastrophic tornado goes right into London in Eastern Kentucky. For the last 5 minutes straight, it has stayed over just completely rural areas, maybe a home or two, but pretty much just complete trees. It's now right here, and the population begins to increase significantly in about 5 minutes. And then in about 10 minutes, it's going to start heading into the western area of London in East Kentucky.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, it was a little longer than 2 minutes.
You're good.
All right, so it's still on the ground. I'm assuming, right?
Yep, still 150 plus mile an hour rotation. Not weakening one bit.
That's crazy. Look at the TDS, the debris signature on the radar.
Yep.
Dude.
Yeah,
And,
so
and
this is at least EF4 intensity. There is at least an EF4 tornado with this storm right now. Radar indicates potentially higher. So definitely a violent tornado that has been ongoing. Lucky, I don't know if you saw it. I'll do it again just in case for those who may not have seen it. This is its entire track right now. And keep in mind, well over half of that was radar indicated. Now we're starting to get to where it's not half anymore.
That's
But
crazy.
that is your whole track. That is an hour-long violent tornado where about 25 to 30 minutes that was radar indicated. Then for 5 to 10 minutes it was observed, and then finally upgraded to PDS. I don't know if that's it potentially weakening or if that's it just breaking velocity as a whole.
Dude.
Oh yeah. Also, this fired like 12 hours ago in northwest Arkansas / eastern Oklahoma. Lucky.
Wow, this exact storm?
This exact storm. It has been a supercell tornado warned for almost the entire duration of 12 hours.
Wow.
Definitely tornado warned for at least 10 hours because it was a bit of a hailer in southwest Missouri. Less of a tornado threat.
Talk about this. If bro, how many times has this thing produced? Multiple times? Like, or is this the first time it's actually produced?
I'd say 5, 6 tornadoes.
Okay.
4 of which PDS. I'm pretty sure.
This wasn't the tornado emergency, was it?
No, that was in southern Illinois. From a storm just to this one's north at that time. Want to see the next velocity scan? There is a chance this is actually weakening right now.
I hope so. Isn't it approaching a populated area?
Yep, it's getting very, very close. Well, that's the new CC scan, and it is still a huge, deep CC there. Yeah, not too sure why we don't have a at least small tornado emergency in place right now. Oh my goodness.
I don't.
Oh my
I don't want to.
goodness.
I don't want to say it's.
We just got first
Recent.
video from Somerset, and it is catastrophic damage. The city indeed was directly hit by a catastrophic tornado. There is a lot of EMS and emergency personnel in Somerset right now. Oh my goodness. Somerset did indeed take a direct hit from a catastrophic tornado. Gracious. And it was radar indicated when it went through that town. Wow. Velocities are breaking right now. I can't tell how intense the tornado is. I mean, they are literally like breaking. It almost appears as if it's trying to get a clearer inflow. I don't think this thing is nearly done. Unless it occludes within 5 minutes, this thing is not even remotely close to as long as it's going to be on the ground here. So this is approaching London, Kentucky right now. It's going to go right through very, very populated areas. From here on out, it is now entering very populated areas of potentially upwards of 40,000 people to be directly impacted by this tornado.
That is crazy.
Gracious day. CC has spread out a bit more, and the reflectivity debris ball is weakening, but that could easily be a false hope where this is just trying to turn into a wedge tornado. We've seen it before where a smaller tornado weakens for a little bit and then just a few scans later rapidly intensifies. Gracious day. Still likely an intense to violent tornado about to move right through the southern side of London. We'll see how velocities look on the next few scans. But just again, for those who are just tuning in, this is how far the tornado has tracked. This white is where it touched down further to the west. So right around here is where it touched down. And it has tracked this entire way almost into London now. And hopefully this is where it lifts, just before London. But I doubt it. I doubt it's lifting right now. Man, this is where I really wish we had, like, 1-minute scans. Alright, last scan. We should get one within a minute. Within 1 minute, we should get another, at least CC update. It's still there. I don't know about velocity yet. That'll update in 27 seconds. It is still a strong tornado on the ground, possibly weakening a bit, but definitely still on the ground, approaching the southwest side of London in far east Kentucky. So make sure you are in your safe spot, London, Kentucky. Here comes the velocity scan. See if it's any stronger. I think it is so intense it is now breaking velocity. We might have we have the Knoxville radar site. So that could give you an idea that this is still a strong tornado. That does show it weakening, though, as you can see here. It does show it weakening. On the last few frames there.
Tornado warning for Laurel County in south-central Kentucky, northern Knox County in southeastern Kentucky, west-central Leslie County in southeastern Kentucky, southeastern Owsley County in southeastern Kentucky, Clay County in southeastern Kentucky, Clay, Knox, Laurel, Leslie, and Owsley County in Kentucky.
So that's a new PDS tornado warning extended well downstream of this one. This might be our next CC scan already right here. Nope, 30 more seconds. So there's your new PDS warning, continuing downstreams into Burning Springs and Manchester Lake Fount in eastern Kentucky. This is like one of the most populated areas it's going to hit over its entire duration. Somerset and London are the two most populated areas in this portion of Kentucky.
Tornado warning for central Monroe County in eastern Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Monroe County in Arkansas.
That Arkansas is trying to steal the show over here. Tornado warning there for Holly Grove, Arkansas. Let's go back to... Is that our new scan? That's our new scan. For CC, at least. It's still very much on the ground. It might be a bit weaker. And it's still going through the southwest side of London. In far eastern Kentucky. Let's see here. By the way, that's insane. Want to know how high up the debris is being lofted here? It's being lofted so high up, you can see dark CC from the Huntsville, Alabama radar site. That is through the entire state of Tennessee into eastern Kentucky.
Bro.
And it is still dark blue CC. From that far of a radar site. Still shows 120 mile per hour velocities here. Debris being lofted 32,000 plus feet in the air. So it's still a violent situation. A violent tornado. Yeah, it's still observed too. Traffic cams also have this on the ground, so it's still on the ground. We're now back up to 4 pixels there of a pink reflectivity debris ball. So just heard from someone on Twitter who has access to NWS chat. They actually are not able to issue a tornado emergency for this. There is no type of upper management for this National Weather Service. So apparently they cannot issue a tornado emergency even if they wanted to, which I'm sure they wanted to.
Bro.
So this was likely worth a tornado emergency. They just weren't able to issue it because there's no higher up in this NWS office. Still a very intense to potentially violent tornado moving through the southern side of London and eastern Kentucky right now. We'll wait to see what the next scan has to show here. This will likely be where CC could peak as it moves over multiple houses. It's going to be moving over multiple houses here right now. Also, just to show you another way of how to realize how intense this tornado is, this is something I've only seen with very intense supercells and very intense tornadoes. One of the most memorable ones was December 15th. No, my bad. December 10th. I can't even remember right. Sorry, it's late. December 10th, 2021. Mayfield, Kentucky had this look. This is debris being lofted into the entire base of the supercell. This is all debris falling from the sky. The main tornado I can remember with that is from December 10th, the Mayfield, Kentucky tornado. Look at how tight those velocities are. My goodness.
Tornado warning for southwestern Laurel County in south-central Kentucky, east-central Pulaski County in south-central Kentucky, south-central Rockcastle County in south-central Kentucky, Laurel, Pulaski, and Rockcastle County in Kentucky.
Somerset, the area that is currently was just hit by a catastrophic tornado. You are inside a new tornado warning for a tornado that could develop at any moment. Another tornado is trying to develop behind this violent tornado.
Alright, and I'm gonna... Alright,
You gonna
yeah,
go
dude,
get sleep?
No. Heck no. And I ain't going.
I'm surprised.
Environment ahead of this storm is still very favorable. You have 2000 cave, you have 189 SRH, 0 to 1 kilometer, 212, 0 to 3 kilometer.
Yep.
And so this thing is, if it dies out, it's still gonna be trying for a while at least.
I don't think it's gonna die out. I mean, it seems like it's got a whole new hook echo now. Like, remember, it was fully rain wrapped, and now it looks like it's starting to become more photogenic. So I don't think it's gonna die out anytime soon.
Yeah.
I think we are getting closer to the end of its lifespan, though. But it's still on the ground. Still a intense to violent tornado on the ground. Just on the southeast side of London. I contacted Connor Croft, and I asked him if I could use his feed, and he said sure. As long as I give credit, so that's what I've been doing. Every time I show him, credit, description, it's always there. His channel's always there. So, he just let me use it. Still likely an intense tornado on the ground now. I say now, but it's been on the ground for a long time. It's definitely the smallest CC it's had in its whole hour lifespan. Mass casualties incident declared in Somerset, Kentucky.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
You never want to hear that.
Wow.
You never want to hear that.
And that area is under a tornado warning right now.
Again. I hope everyone's aware.
Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the one behind it, and you can keep an eye on the main one right now, if you want to. I mean, I know they're right next to each other, so you could do both.
Jeez.
That just sucks, man.
Oh my goodness, yeah, this is not lifting. This is not lifting at all. It is right back up to some of the strongest velocities it's had in its whole lifespan right there. I do believe we could see an intense tornado out of this storm over Somerset, Kentucky as well. Gracious day. How high is debris being lofted? It's still right around 32,000 feet. It's been like that for like 40 minutes at this point. Oh my goodness, there's also a PDS severe behind all this for 80-mile-an-hour winds. Look at that. So we got a violent tornado ongoing here, an intense tornado trying to develop here, with a mass casualty situation declared in Somerset, Kentucky, and now 80-mile-an-hour winds behind all this. The QLCS is going to catch up to this storm quickly in Somerset, because that just recently formed. But our prefrontal storm is going to keep going for a lot longer. Our first main prefrontal storm. Lucky, if you can keep looking for any damage photos there and just at me in literally anything you see.
All right. Like even if I think you've seen it, just to at you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Still an intense tornado on the ground here. Now exiting the east-southeast side of London, Kentucky.
All right, let's do this.
So they pulled the PDS trigger after it left Somerset.
Like, do you want anything like within like a time frame, like within 30 minutes or 45 minutes? What do you need?
Just anything from like all the way from Somerset, Nancy, where the tornado first touched down, all the way to where it is now. So within like an hour time frame. Let's go here. Still on the ground, very tight couplet. Very, very tight couplet there. So we're going to continue to watch this supercell. Gracious day, all. Look at all that debris. Much of this is debris from the supercell. And tornadoes picked it all up and lofted it into the entire base of the supercell. The whole supercell is full of debris. The entire supercell is full of debris. It's still on the ground. Although likely weaker, still on the ground just to the southeast of London. We're going to keep watching this storm now east of Somerset to potentially produce another tornado. So this is how long it's been on the ground. I mean, all the way since right about here. I believe if I take that off, yep. Even before that. So about 235Z. That means it's been on the ground for an hour and a half. This is an hour and a half long tornado. And it's been intense to violent the whole way. Jeez. Man, Lucky's just at me like crazy over here.
You did tell me.
For the first time in this tornado's lifespan, we are below deep blue CC. So this may be lifting now. We'll continue to see if it strengthens at any point here. It's still very strong rotation. The CC is just lighting up a little bit. That's probably on the ground. We probably have a second tornado on the ground. This one east of Somerset. Very classic supercell there. It would not shock me if that one is trying to produce a tornado in the exact same environment. It definitely is trying to. But it's very close to succeeding. That is a very classic supercell structure there. But thankfully, the QLCS is not too far behind. It's already been hit on its northern side by the QLCS. But it's taking forever for that QLCS to hit these prefrontals. I gotta find the right radar site again. It's this one. Still tornado on the ground southeast of London. It's been on the ground for about an hour and a half at this point.
Okay, this is unrelated to this latest. Is unrelated to the tornado, but it's related to weather, and it's interesting.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen that yet, but
I didn't see that tweet. No.
That is interesting. Very trippy.
This might have lifted. This has an opportunity to have lifted now. If it has, it's going to try to recycle very quickly.
Tornado warning for Central Monroe County in
Ohio.
East Central Ohio, Southeastern Noble County in East Central Ohio, Monroe, and Noble County in Ohio.
There you go. Tornado warning in Ohio for Woodsfield, Ohio, so be in your safe spot there. Nashville, there is a very large thunderstorm about to hit the entire area of Nashville, the full city, capable of 60-mile-an-hour winds. So make sure you're indoors away from doors and windows. See if we can see. I can't tell if it's on the ground, but that has a very high chance to be on the ground east of Somerset right now.
PRD.
Mm-hmm.
Unrelated, but what's it called? College Due page added stuff to the ARRR, added products.
Oh yeah, yeah, they did that yesterday. It's for hail.
Hail.
Yep.
Yeah.
See what that next velocity scan shows here.
I don't have anything else right now for reports.
Yeah, so still a violent couplet, but I don't know if that tornado is still on the ground. This is where the probability of debris has died off for the first time in this tornado's lifespan. If it is lifted now, it is likely about to touch right back down at any point here. And it's going to go right towards Manchester. That is if it is even lifted. Way too difficult to tell if there is a debris signature on this more western storm here. I don't see any notable one for the moment. So hoping it's not on the ground, but it very easily could be. So we're going to keep watching this supercell in eastern Kentucky, scan by scan, as it continues to likely produce a tornado, and hopefully it has lifted. If it has lifted, it will likely attempt to produce another tornado at any given moment. Yeah, there's a new scan, still extremely capable of producing a strong tornado. Very capable. Caden, yeah, I've seen plenty of videos on it. I've seen a lot. So still a supercell trying to produce a tornado here. I don't believe it's on the ground anymore, but it is not. It's likely not done. It's likely in a recycle process, and it will most likely attempt to produce a tornado at any given second. Yet again, this time over Manchester in east central Kentucky. I'm not sure what's going to come first. This storm, it's going to run out of favorable environment pretty soon. But the MCS is also catching up to it. The main MCS is right here. There's really two of them. Two MCSs there. This one's going to catch it first, and not that long from now. Probably 30 or so minutes. That might be a tornado back on the ground if it's ever lifted. It's probably in the clear slot there. Yeah, we gotta wait for velocity to update in 5 seconds. Just to see. Okay, that is clear air. I can see that from ZDR. So that is clear air. Is it on spectrum width? A little bit, but likely clear air there. Actually, the tornado itself is very similar to Barnsdale in how it occurred. It didn't really produce a violent tornado like what it just did. It produced a few intense tornadoes, but it never got to a full, easy-to-spot violent status until the MCS got near it. Once the MCS got near it, it increased lift for the supercell, and that just helped it overall intensify. It also likely encountered an outflow boundary that we talked about for so long today. That it likely hit that outflow boundary in eastern Kentucky, left over by the MCSs from very earlier on this afternoon. Still strong rotation behind the storm as well. That's going to head towards London here in about 30 or so minutes. In about 30 or so minutes, that's going to head right towards London in eastern Kentucky again. A new radar indicated tornado warning, and this one is for London, Kentucky.
Tornado warning for Laurel County in south central Kentucky, east central Pulaski County in south central Kentucky, south central Jackson County in southeastern Kentucky, south central Rockcastle County in south central Kentucky, northwestern Clay County in southeastern Kentucky, Clay, Jackson, Laurel, Pulaski, and Rockcastle County in Kentucky.
So there's a new radar indicated warning, not observed at the moment. I want to do this really quick. I don't think this accounts for the whole track. No, it doesn't. You know what? I'm going to have to probably go to maybe this. No, this doesn't have it either. I can't even loop the entire track of this tornado anymore. That's how long it has been on the ground. Well, this is it starting in Somerset. You see the supercell as a whole definitely looks weaker. But it's likely trying to re-intensify to the best of its ability. There's your couplet of rotation. You see it's re-strengthened quite a bit. Especially on that newest scan, it is really starting to re-strengthen on the southwest side of Manchester in east central Kentucky. So east central portion of Kentucky, large, intense tornado attempting to develop out of this storm. Very close to Manchester. It's another tornado warning. Shoot. Oh my goodness, it's behind all these storms along the MCS.
Tornado warning for Russell County in south central Kentucky, southeastern Adair County in south central Kentucky, Adair, and Russell County in Kentucky.
So now we have our PDS tornado warning, a tornado that is trying, or rather a storm that is trying to drop a strong tornado, 80-mile-per-hour winds, and the 80-mile-per-hour winds along with a tornado warning. So PDS tornado, hopefully and likely lifting, strong tornado trying to develop, 80-mile-an-hour winds, as well as that newest tornado warning now for Jamestown, Kentucky. All within a row of each other. All within this small corridor. Hard to say how much of this is debris on the entire supercell here. But there's definitely a good chance much of this is still debris in the entire base of the storm.
There was a report in Russell Springs, Kentucky, 1 minute ago, via Spotter Network. Damage to houses and people injured.
What?
Russell Springs. This is behind both tornado warnings, but this one's also under a tornado. It's a tornado warning behind these two.
Yep.
3, yeah. Spotter Network, Russell Springs, just northeast of it.
You think that's for right, like, now? Not from the
It
PDS
says
tornado
overhead.
warning from like 2 hours ago, but I don't think it was on the ground there. There's no
I
way.
don't know, but it was reported 2 minutes ago. So I'm gonna search up this dude and see if, or Chase or whatever you want to say. Let's see.
Let me see here. I want to see that CC. Yeah, it touched down likely east, quite well east of Russell Springs, and then really intensified just a couple miles east of Russell Springs, like 8 miles. Is that report in downtown Russell Springs?
1 mile northeast.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely not associated with the PDS warning then. Oh man, we got 2 PDS warnings. London, you are now back inside a PDS tornado warning for the second storm. Radar confirmed. What?
Where?
Not nearly as well defined as the first one.
That's for sure.
Apparently, radar confirmed a large and extremely dangerous tornado heading into London again out of the second prefrontal supercell. First prefrontal is still going strong. I don't think it's on the ground right now. Wow. So another PDS tornado warning in place for London in East Central Kentucky right now. Still no CC associated with this. There is some CC, but it looks like clear air contamination to me with our first prefrontal storm. Wow. Just an insane 2 supercells, especially that first one. Just crazy. Let me zoom out a bit here. Yeah, so this is one of your MCSs, but the main one is back out here, along with your cold front with that destructive severe. So your cold front is like right in this area here. Somewhere in that area, and then it goes back down into Arkansas. So we are now exiting the moderate risk region. We are exiting that moderate risk region. And if we take a look actually at the tornado risk from the SPC, the violent tornado that we had in eastern Kentucky was well outside of the 15 sig today. It was in the 10 sig and now is entering the 5% tornado risk. Yeah, so apparently another strong tornado on the ground, getting very close to London, Kentucky right now. Not nearly as pronounced as the first one, though. Let me quickly go check this. Give me a second. See this one right here. Yep, it is starting to struggle. It is starting to struggle. This is when we were thinking it was going to start to struggle. Right around this county. After Manchester is what we were... That's when we were expecting it to begin to struggle.
Tornado warning
Still
for
observed PDS.
Central Leslie County in
3 of 'em
southeastern
now.
Kentucky, West Central Letcher County
Look at
in
that.
southeastern Kentucky, Southern Perry County in southeastern Kentucky, Southwestern Knott County in southeastern Kentucky, East Central Clay County in southeastern Kentucky, Clay, Knott, Leslie, Letcher, and Perry County in Kentucky.
So another PDS. This is for the extension of our ongoing strong tornado, according to that new observed PDS warning. And that's going to go all the way to Hazard and Daisy in far eastern Kentucky. Nashville, you're being hit with 70, or rather 60 mile an hour winds right now if you are in downtown Nashville. 60 mile an hour winds ongoing there. The biggest threat for all significant hazards, with the lowest threat being hail, is definitely going to continue for the next few hours in this area. That's going to be the main region tonight. If that hasn't already been obvious enough. I don't see radar indicating much of a TDS out there west of London, but it is PDS. Very difficult to see. Nowhere near our strongest tornado of the day here. Still a PDS warning. These two prefrontals are going to start dying out likely in an hour or so. And when the line hits them, they will also die out more as well. So, yeah, we're going to keep watching both of these PDS warnings. The destructive severe is still in place for 80 mile an hour winds for 9 more minutes, but it was continued eastward actually as a considerable severe. No Tor possible tag there, so 70 mile an hour winds will be the main issue there. Going into Somerset. So Somerset, one last round as this second MCS is catching up to our second prefrontal storm. Our main prefrontal storm is still discrete. This is likely one of the last few scans we'll get of it being completely by itself out here, as the supercell to its west is beginning to get towards its hook echo, and our first MCS, rather, we've had so many. Our first MCS is actually beginning to approach the northwest flank of this supercell. Proxy, it won't get to you until like 2-3 a.m. Yeah, you're looking at, what is that? 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Yeah, you're looking at like 3-4 a.m. Eastern. It's still a good 3 hours away from you. So still watching that area of rotation. Finally weakening out a lot. Finally really weakening. It's taken forever, but it is finally on a weakening trend. And a good weakening trend. Also, another fatality has been confirmed in the St. Louis metro from the earlier PDS tornado there. So we're up to 5 confirmed fatalities of the day, all coming from St. Louis at the moment. This supercell still is trying to produce a tornado. It's still an observed PDS warning, so they believe it's still ongoing. Both of these PDS warnings remain in effect for 36 more minutes. Destructive severe will expire in just 6 minutes. And our radar indicated tornado warning in Russell Springs will expire in 21 minutes. I'm hoping by the time these PDS warnings expire in 37 minutes, the first MCS will catch up and destroy the intense to violent tornado threat that they currently have. That is what I'm hoping for. Wonder if any of the HRRR runs had this supercell at the right time. I don't think so. Alright, 70-mile-an-hour winds about to move into Somerset. This is your last round of severe weather in Somerset in eastern Kentucky. Man. Yeah, still area of corruption there. Clear air corruption in eastern Kentucky. That's not a CC drop. Lucky you alive.
Yes, sir. I'll be alive for
1 more minute.
nah, probably another hour
Tornado warning for
at least.
northern Wayne County in south central Kentucky, southwestern Pulaski County in south central Kentucky, north central McCreary County in south central Kentucky, McCreary, Pulaski, and Wayne County in Kentucky.
New tornado warning for Nancy. That is where our first PDS tornado warning touched down near. It touched down barely to the west, or actually quite well west of Nancy. First one touched down right around in here 2 hours ago at this point. Maybe even a little more than that. So you're back inside a tornado warning for the 3rd time here in this area. That includes Somerset. So Somerset, you are in a 3rd tornado warning. You've been inside of, I believe, 2 PDS warnings? Nope, an observed warning. I forgot they didn't have PDS for that area. So you were in an observed warning, a radar indicated warning, and now back in a radar indicated tornado warning, as well as a 70-mile-an-hour severe. I don't know about Sunday. We'll see. We'll get through tomorrow first and see what our model trends are for Sunday's threat. Still have Sunday, which could easily end up being a day 2 moderate. Still have Monday's threat, and then Tuesday's threat. That looks like it's turning into more corruption there. So our radar beam is becoming more corrupted. It's scanning right through that hail core now. So your radar beam with this radar in east central Kentucky is getting corrupted. But still easily could be a tornado developing here. So this is still all debris falling from the atmosphere here from our previous tornado. Like I said, I haven't seen something like this in a long time. Most recent memory was Mayfield 2021. I don't know. People are 50-50 on that being on the ground earlier. This little clear air. Radar is not convinced. It gives it a... It doesn't even highlight a 60% or a 70% rather as the lowest it goes.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Like, yeah, right back. I ain't leaving, don't worry.
Lucky's taken more breaks in the last hour than I have in this entire 14-hour live stream. Or 13-hour live stream. He's taking more breaks than me.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still here.
Yeah. Whatever, bud.
We'll count that as 2 breaks for him right there.
Yo, what?
Maybe 3 since he can still hear us.
Bro, I haven't left yet.
4.
I haven't left yet.
5.
Yo, what? Let me guess, 6, 7? I like 6, 7.
Man, get out of here. So this first prefrontal is entering a less favorable environment now. It's really starting to enter a less favorable environment. It is still in a favorable environment for a few tornadoes being possible with it, but nothing like what we've seen before. So we're still going to see the threat for a couple tornadoes, possibly a strong one, and 70-mile-an-hour winds here. Let's see here. Looking to see if we got any more reports anywhere from any chasers. What about this chaser? Yeah, I haven't seen any reports here in a little bit. They've slowed down a lot. Could just not be coming across my feed. They downgraded the one in London to radar indicated again. So if you look at velocity, you can see where your MCS is located. It's right in here. That's where your first MCS is located at. So hopefully when that MCS hits the storm, it's going to weaken some. However, because it had one prefrontal, this second prefrontal actually took the biggest hit from the MCS. And now the MCS is not so strong on that southern end to hit our main first prefrontal. But the environment is getting less and less favorable for a tornado threat from here on out. So this is still very capable of producing a strong tornado. And that's going to continue to move towards Hazard and Viper in east central Missouri. All right, still our PDS tornado warning in effect here. The other two are radar indicated. I don't think storms will be that bad for you, Legacy, if you're still watching. It looks like you're going to get the tail end of heavy rain, lightning, and maybe some gusty winds, but it doesn't look that rough for you out there. The biggest threat is still staying in this little corridor right in here in eastern Kentucky over the next hour and a half. You're getting sleepy. Man, I could pass out in 10 minutes. I don't know how I woke up at like 8 a.m. I did not get great sleep last night. I don't know how I woke up at 8 a.m. and was able to do everything that I did today. I don't know how I did it today. And I did it quite easily. It wasn't that difficult. A lot of times for these higher end days, I struggle quite a bit, but today was easy. It really was. Sometimes I struggle to stay live for so long. And today, you guys have witnessed one of the longest live streams in this channel's history. The only one that competes with it is the May 26th high risk in Oklahoma from last year. We streamed that for right around 14 to 15 hours, and this live stream is getting just as long. It was that high risk in Oklahoma. I forgot exactly which day it was. I'm going to have to go look to see if we can beat it today. That was our longest live stream ever. April, May. Let's see. May 6th. That's what it was. My bad. May 6th. We streamed that for 13 hours and 30 minutes. 13 hours and 30 minutes. We did a very early morning briefing and then stopped and went live again in the afternoon. Whereas today, we went live in the afternoon and haven't stopped. We went live into very late morning, 11:50 a.m. So to beat that, this live stream has to be 2 hours long, and we're going to beat it. We're going to beat it. This is going to be the longest live stream in this channel's history. The longest singular live stream I remember was near 12 hours. One of these days, I think it might have been April 2nd. Yep, April 2nd. We went 11 hours and 45 minutes in. That is the longest single live stream in this channel's history. We could have beat it today, but I decided to end the live stream before our violent tornado went through a more populated area. Let's see here. Helicopters were destroyed at the London airport from our violent tornado today. So, Lucky, if I continue for about 45 minutes, this will be the most live stream, the longest live stream I've ever done. The longest single live stream I've ever done was the April 2nd tornado outbreak, which was one of the most prolific outbreaks this year.
Yeah.
But the longest I've been live in a singular day was the May 6th high risk last year, and that was 13 hours and 30 minutes. If I go for about 50 more minutes or so, this will put it over that.
Oh, interesting.
How many violence do you think we've had? How many violent tornadoes do you think we've had today? We've had at least 3 at minimum. But how many will be rated as such? Maybe 1. Maybe 1. Max 2. But if we're talking about wind speed wise, there was definitely 3 to 6 tornadoes that were capable of violent damage. But I only think maybe 1 or 2 actually did that damage. I don't know. When is it, Marcus? If it's at 2 a.m., no. We still got to stream tomorrow, Saturday. Tomorrow, which is Saturday. I know.
Or today.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are still all live stream days, so.
I'm busy all day tomorrow.
There's
Tornado
Arkansas.
warning for
Sneaking
southeastern
in another
Monroe
tornado
County in
warning.
eastern Arkansas, east central Arkansas County in southeastern Arkansas, and Monroe County in Arkansas.
We've had like 4 tornado warnings in this one county this year. How do I know? Because I remember the AI voice going Arkansas and Arkansas and Arkansas. That's literally what it does for this county. So DeWitt, Arkansas, I think you're in like your 4th or 5th tornado warning this year. So make sure you're in your safe spot. If you are in DeWitt in East Central Arkansas. They expanded that tornado watch south a little bit. They should have expanded it 1 more county south. Almost got into it. But it looks like this is going to be a huge underperformance for West Tennessee, specifically the Memphis metro. Still possible to see some thunderstorms tonight. I wouldn't fully rule it out. But it looks like Western Tennessee is going to be one of the only areas that have been fully spared from this outbreak right out in this region. We got down to 2 tornado warnings until we got a 3rd one there in Arkansas. I don't expect much to change. Well, no, actually, I wouldn't be shocked if we get a enhanced risk at the 06Z update. That's in an hour and 20 minutes. I don't think I'll be live for that. That is at 2 a.m. What's your schedule look like for Sunday and Monday, Lucky?
Sunday, I'm busy. Monday, I got work.
How are you busy on Sunday?
I got to go somewhere.
You're never busy on Sundays.
I know. Oh, we also got a. If you want to mute me.
All right. Go ahead. Yeah, I won't be watching that. Don't worry. I think we all know what's going to happen. I won't say it, but I think we all know what's going to happen. Yeah, I'll probably be live at 8 p.m. on Sunday. Unless the dry line is a full bust. Okay. Yeah, I imagine I'll be live at that time Sunday. Dang. Surprised they've kept this storm PDS warned. I think we're about done here for our main tornado threat. I don't think we'll see much more activity tonight. I want to go until we get to the next top of the hour mark here. Every 15 minutes is a window to end normally on my live stream. So the last live stream was 11 hours and 37 minutes. So we got to try to convert that. So I would... believe they kept that PDS warning. Yep. I don't think I've broken it yet, Ben, but I'm going to break it. And it's probably going to be a very, very long time before I even have an opportunity to break this record again. Heck no. I ain't even going to get close to this on hurricane season. I think the longest I've done for a hurricane stream is 8 hours. I'm not good for extremely long live streams with hurricanes. Unless they involve a lot of tornadoes. So, Milton, that would have been one of the longest live streams for a hurricane. But I was at vacation. I was on vacation, so it only ended up being a 1 or 2 hour live stream. No, Ben. I don't think anything this year is going to beat March 14th. This might beat April 2nd. Very close to it. Let's see here. I don't think this can go above either, honestly. It's very close. March 14th and this and April 2nd are all very close. Let me go to... I don't think it's even close for March 14th. I'm going to be honest. I think March 14th is still way ahead. Yeah, filtered tornado reports, March 19th is at 95. April 2nd, filtered tornado reports is at 107. So I think April 2nd actually was the biggest outbreak of the year. And I don't think today's going to get even close to either one of those. For filtered reports, even by the time all the surveys are done. So April 2nd was the biggest outbreak of the year, followed by March 14th, and then followed by this one. Yeah. Yeah, March 14th, March 15th, April 2nd, and May 16th all could have been high risks. The March 14th event, I thought that was going to go high, but there was a little bit too much uncertainty on storm mode in Arkansas, so it didn't. And today could have gone high, but there was too much uncertainty on this turning into an MCS right when storms fire, that is not what happened. That is not what happened. We stayed discreet for a good 2 hours, and that allowed for multiple intense to violent tornadoes. And then we had this supercell that formed and produced an 1.5-hour tornado. We're down to 11 severe warnings and 3 tornado warnings. Dang, Lucky, you need to up your game. Yeah, I bet I was covering for half of your longest live stream. Shoot. That was the day after the Elkhorn EF4. I forgot what happened that day. April 27th, 2024. I forgot. I know it was an outbreak, but I forgot exactly what happened. Yeah, it was an outbreak in Oklahoma. That verified quite nicely. I don't know the exact ratings of the tornadoes, though, but off of reports, the moderate risk didn't verify horribly. Let me look up. April 27th. Immediately 2011 pops up. 2024. Tornado outbreak. It ain't going to tell me exactly how many happened on that single day, is it? Nope. Oh well. It verified. Tornado reports wise, I just don't know if we had any intense tornadoes on that day. Still a PDS warning for 11 more minutes. That was Sulphur and Marietta. Wasn't one of those an EF4? I remember those. Yep. It was the nighttime outbreak where radar was so far that it was delayed warnings. It was one was EF3, one was EF4. Marietta was EF4. Sulphur was EF3. Yep. I remember that. I remember that very well now. I didn't think that was on April 27th, though. It's definitely been a year, Lucky. I knew for sure it was a year ago. Or else that would add another violent tornado to this year's count. So we'll keep an eye on this storm, but it's weakened a lot. This is weakened exactly how we thought it would. Still going to pose the risk for a tornado or two, potentially a strong one, as well as 60 to 70 mile an hour winds, but the threat is significantly decreasing from here on out. Did you ever figure out, Lucky, when we would have to end for that to be perfect?
For what? What are you trying to get to? Like how many hours or minutes, whatever.
Over 2 hours in. Like 2 hours, 15 minutes or right around there. I don't know what it would have to be.
I think it would have to be 2 hours and 8 minutes. All right, so 23, 38, 53, an hour and 8, hour and 23, hour and 38, hour and 53, 2 hours and 8 minutes.
Okay, we can do that one. I'm just kidding. So would it be 2 hours and 8 minutes and like 30 seconds? Two hours, 8 minutes and 28 seconds. I don't have to end on it perfectly, but just right around there. I forgot how long my outro is. I think it's 3 minutes. Yeah, mine's 3 minutes. Right around there. So I would have to start at 2:05:30, right around there. And what would that put the whole stream time at? 14 hours, really? You sure? Yeah. Yeah. 14 hours. We would be a full hour over the stream record. Ben was right. No, we'll be 30 minutes over. 30 minutes over. 13 hours, 30 minutes was the full stream record for one day. We'll be 30 minutes over. So we're about to beat it like in 10 minutes.
Crazy, but like, definitely in a good way. 14 hours of coverage, bro. That's crazy. That's the crazy part about it. Like,
They fully canceled that PDS warning. No warning in effect for that storm anymore. We're down to one tornado warning in Arkansas. We are tornado warningless. Wow, that went down
Wow.
fast. Canceled, canceled,
Well-
canceled.
wow, that
We are down to just severe warnings and only, I can't believe I'm about to say this, only one significant severe. And it is in freaking West Virginia and Pennsylvania.
hey TRG. Did our Super Thompson watch verify?
Yeah, big time. I was in like 3 considerables.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get diddly squad doo mustard. I got maybe some sunshine and some maybe, who knows, I probably missed another rainbow. Yo, that superset I was on yesterday had a crazy rainbow.
Also, power outage update, y'all, after these 2 days. Remember, power has been restored in some areas. 11,000 people without power in Wisconsin, 190,000 people without power in Michigan, 40,000 people without power in Illinois, 90,000 people without power in Missouri, 10,000 people without power in Arkansas, 42,000 people without power in Tennessee, 17,000 people without power due to rain and light rain in North Carolina, 52,000 people without power in Virginia due to a couple of drizzles, 64,000 people without power in Maryland due to 80-mile-an-hour winds, 20,000 people without power in West Virginia, 104,000 people without power there in Ohio, 84,000 people without power in Indiana, 171,000 people without power in Kentucky. So overall, there is probably a little over 1 million people without power in the U.S. right now. Those are too insane of numbers for me to add up. I'm too tired.
I can do it.
All right, ready?
Yeah, wait, whoa, okay, hold on, wait, give me like, are we doing an exact number?
No, I'll just do a estimate.
All right.
10,000.
Wait, whoa, sorry.
Bro, I said 1. Chill.
Okay, so 10,000,
90,000.
90,000,
40,000.
40,000,
11,000.
11,000,
180,000.
180,000,
90,000.
90,000,
160,000.
160,000,
40,000.
40,000,
20,000.
20,000,
50,000.
50,000,
20,000.
20,000. That's it.
Yep.
711,000.
711,000. So near 3/4 of a million people without power. Wow. Over 700,000 without power in the US. This might be able to give me an exact number, actually. Let's see.
See, look, TG. Now that I know what like a
Yep.
classic superstar.
Total is 916,000 people without power. However, that includes some other areas like the northeastern U.S. That may not be related to
I'm about to
weather.
say that. I'm about to say our number's a little off.
Yeah, that's the whole U.S. There's over 900,000 without power.
Crazy. Dude, TG, with all these storms, like what they look like on radar. Now that I know what like a classic supercell looks like in person, dude.
You're gonna look at all of them differently now, aren't you?
Yeah.
I know that because when I first saw Rotation 2, I was like, man, so this is how it looks like in real life. It doesn't just look like red pixels.
You really gotta line it up. You really gotta look at your phone, look at where the red and green pixels are, and then just look up.
That's why I've been studying more of cloud structures. I've stopped a little bit more on like the analysis side on radar. I've been going over more of cloud structures and you know uh, real life chasing analysis, just
Yeah.
with your eyes instead of like say if you don't have your phone at all, like Lucky panicking to death when he doesn't get one radar scan every 2 minutes.
It was 15 minutes actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was blind for 15, 20 minutes.
I might just wake up to like near 80-mile-an-hour winds in my city. That would not be fun. The HRRR still has that huge bow echo proxy. I mean, it goes right over proxy with 70-mile-an-hour winds. I know you just left proxy. I appreciate you for tuning in. Now we just got to stay tornado warning list for about 30 more minutes before we end stream. Is it possible? I think so. I think it's possible. I think it is possible. I believe. I believe we can stay tornado warning lists. So if that's the case, Lucky, say there's not a single tornado warning overnight, that means I would have covered every last tornado warning in this whole outbreak. Every last one.
Yeah.
I did miss one at 8 a.m., but I saw it. I still watched it. It was just way too weak for me to go live for, and it was 8 a.m. in the morning.
Bro, it's fresh out of bed.
Yeah, I
Me
was.
too.
I wanted to eat before I started stream.
Have you eaten all day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I ate a
good.
very small breakfast, and then an hour later, I ate a huge lunch.
Did you eat any granola bars?
Nope.
Oh, so you didn't do what we talked about? Oh, lame.
Lucky, there was like 3 violent tornadoes on the ground at the same time. I didn't have time to eat a granola bar.
Well, maybe after that. Or how long? I don't know how long they were on the ground for. I haven't been at home all day.
And I really wasn't that hungry, honestly. My lunch was huge.
What'd you have? What'd you have?
Nope. Not telling you.
Tacos?
Maybe.
Stop, really?
Maybe.
That's crazy, bro. That me is crazy. You didn't even ask. Hey, Lucky, you want to come over for some food? You didn't even ask, bro. That's fake. Fake.
Buddy, I knew you were going to have a buffet tonight.
Bro, I had a Philly cheesesteak.
Dude.
That's it.
That's
all I
it.
had.
That's it. Just a huge Philly cheesesteak from a homemade restaurant. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I got my protein in for today, so yeah.
Not gonna lie, tacos would be better. I would rather have the tacos.
Exactly.
You gotta come
That's
up here
what I'm
again
saying.
so we could get the really good tacos.
Hey, for my graduation present, all I want is tacos. So I will come up there shortly after graduation, and we'll do a celebration live stream.
Yay! I would love that.
Maybe we'll talk to the to the chat in Discord. Who knows?
We got to do that eventually. I just want to plan it out more in advance so that way we don't go in there with like no one in there.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm unmuted, but we have
You
talked
are.
about it, guys. We have talked about it off stream multiple times.
It's just
And
Lucky warns me 1 hour in advance.
no, and then if we try to plan it for a couple days ahead, severe weather always like interrupts it. Like it'll get upgraded.
Yep.
So we're trying, y'all. We really are.
Yeah, the HRRR has 80-mile-an-hour winds going through my town in the early morning.
Anything from me? No.
It doesn't go out for you, but most likely it will weaken right before it gets to you.
Per usual.
Yep, per usual.
Not
How
think about
late
it,
is
no storm
that?
gonna-
Or rather early, let me see. Midnight, 1
storm
a.m.,
is
2
gonna
a.m.,
be-
3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Nah. I better warn my dad. Oh, wait.
Why?
Tomorrow's Saturday. He
Saturday.
doesn't work. Woof. Because he gets up at like 5:30, 6 a.m. And if he wakes up and realizes there's 80-mile-an-hour winds ongoing and I didn't warn him, he would be very much questioning my meteorological skills.
I love. See, you're just like me, bro. Anytime there's a rain shower, hey man, what's up with the weather? You ain't tell me nothing. I'm like, sorry, man.
Literally. That's how my family is. Especially my dad. Like literally every 5 seconds, is it gonna pour rain when there's a drizzle outside?
Yeah.
What did Lucky do to you, Sam?
Huh?
Sam's being mean. Ban him, chat.
All right, got it. I'm
No,
on it.
no, wait. I
I'm on
need
it,
him. He
bro.
helped out a lot today. Unlike you. What?
I wasn't at home all day.
Buddy, he was like, I bet he was in school still helping me. He was committed.
Bro, I was at work.
Him, Caden, and there was one more person who was pointing him out very often as well. I think it was Red.
Permission to time him out for 5 seconds.
No, not granted.
Why not? So you're just gonna let me get bullied like that, bro?
Yes.
No, I'm used to it.
Yeah, better be used to it for the rest of your life too, as long as you're friends with
I
me.
know. Chad, this dude hates me, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's why I allow you on my live streams and literally strictly nobody else but you, because I hate you so much.
Like he got lost while driving back home yesterday. Cough, cough.
Yeah, he got lost at the McDonald's.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't even start my journey when I went to McDonald's. I started my journey after that. I got gas, went to McDonald's, went home. I went straight home. I didn't stop.
West Ohio. What? How's there even storms there? There's literally. There is literally zero cape. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 100. Literally zero instability. How is that even there? It's behind the cold front. There is legit zero instability there. You know what? Somehow there is actually the chance for a spun up tornado out of that. And it's actually a special weather statement for 45-mile-an-hour winds and half-inch hail. Wow. All low-end hazards will be possible with that going in central Ohio. It's fully carried by wind shear alone. 400 0 to 1 kilometer wind shear.
Yo.
And 500 0 to 3 kilometer wind shear. It is completely carried off of just wind shear.
That is insane.
Just wind shear. There is zero cape. See, that's how it is in North Carolina. Either you have absurd windshield profiles and legit zero cape, or trash wind profiles and 4,000 cape where nothing initiates. It's either one or the other.
Aiden said Lucky needs to eat better than McDonald's. Bro, it was like bro, it was 9 o'clock when I was getting food. That was the only thing that was open.
There's no good rotation, but I wouldn't completely rule out a spin up tornado. It's just highly unlikely, but not impossible.
I mean, bro, you got 400 SRH.
But 0 instability.
That is true.
If we
Yeah,
do get a
so-
tornado warning in the next 30 minutes, which we're ending within the next 30 minutes, it would be from probably one of these cells in eastern Kentucky. But they look a lot weaker. I wonder, I didn't even get to check how many likes we got on the first live stream.
I'm gonna guess. Wait, okay, so going it from what you sent me earlier, I'm gonna say 400.
Alright.
500. 500.
There's no
500.
way it's that high at all.
There isn't?
I'm gonna say maybe 300.
I'm just gonna.
I only said to hit the like button like once or twice in this stream because we were so fully locked in on coverage.
Yeah, understandable.
I'm not like Lucky in the middle of a tornado emergency. I'm not like hit the subscribe button.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Seems like something you
You're
would do. No, this is exactly how it would go. Tornado emergency for said town in said state. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you don't subscribe, I'll settle for a like. Catastrophic damage ongoing.
Bro, okay, bro. So
That's how
that will
Lucky's
never
gonna be.
Never.
Because I swear, no, he used to be really bad. I've made him get better now. He used to be really bad. Like every 2 minutes, he would say that in his earlier streams. Yep, that's how Lucky is, or he was. I don't think that's because he actually was like that much on trying to get people to like and subscribe. I think it's because he just doesn't know how to keep talking about storms.
I've gotten better, but at the same time, I need to get even better because.
So when he's just quiet, he just goes, "But yeah," and then starts that promotion thing.
Yeah. Wait, I just did it right there.
See? I try my best to limit saying that because I know it's annoying. I cannot stand it.
Oh, thanks, Pete, for reminding me. Thanks for doing that.
Did you not hit the like button, Lucky? Do I gotta ban you?
Bro, bro. I think I was the first one to like the stream. Thank you for reminding me. Nightbot.
What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna finally set up your Nightbot? Yeah, for sure, buddy. I believe that. I believe that. The one time Lucky could have streamed in the next 5 days, and he opted out.
What? Huh?
He fully cut out. He's just gone.
It's not.
Oh, there he is. He's back. He just full. Bro cut out so bad.
Lucky, it's okay. It's not that bad. You're okay.
Lucky's the kind of guy to forget to subscribe, but hits the like button. Man. Lucky, are you subscribed to my channel?
I would hope so. Let's see. Yep. And notification bell is on.
Wow, shocker. Considering how little of live streams and videos you comment on, I'm surprised the notification bell's on. What? Did I say that out loud? Whoops.
Remember when I tried TRG's command in Lucky's channel? Well,
I did
now,
see
Pete,
it. That was funny.
Well, that's why I said.
But
thanks
I
for
couldn't
reminding me,
blame you
'cause now-
at all because I literally sent you right over to Lucky, and considering Lucky has the exact same thumbnail and title as me on that day, I don't blame you that you thought it was my channel. Considering
Well,
he just
that
Control
is-
C, Control V the thumbnail and the title.
with
it doesn't
permission.
surprise me.
Yo, guys.
I gave you permission for the thumbnail, but not the title. You got to become more
I-
creative. What if I die tomorrow? What's your new title's gonna be? Like and subscribe. Tornadoes possible.
Yo, bro, okay. No,
That's
what I
about
would
as
have-
creative as you are.
No, what I would have trouble with is the thumbnails.
Oh yeah, because you haven't made one in decades.
I need to make one like very, very soon. I need to start making them.
We're gonna have to whip out the hurricane season thumbnail soon. Noah's
Oh, yeah,
releasing
you're
their
right.
Outlook Thursday. I think what's today? Saturday. So what would Thursday be? There, it's one or the other Thursday.
Guys, new poll. TRG Futures being in his hurricane forecast
What?
for a segment. I'll do a
Yeah,
segment on TRG
I think it's gonna be on
hurricane
the. I think the 22nd is when they're releasing their hurricane season forecast.
Yeah, new plan, y'all. TRG features me in a segment on his hurricane forecast that I'll talk about in the video. All votes yes. Let's make a poll.
If you make a poll, you're gonna be severely, severely disappointed.
Really, you think so?
I know so.
All right, well let's try it. I think
Yeah,
I
so
got it
their
on my
hurricane
phone.
season forecast is coming out on the 22nd. It is possible I can get mine out like a day before that. Let me go see real quick.
Let's do this. All right, we're good.
Man, that would be pushing it. I don't know if I can do that. Because we'll probably have severe weather. That might be a chase day for me and Lucky in North Carolina and South Carolina on Wednesday.
When? Oh, what? Wednesday.
Well, Lucky will be
I
working or in another state, one or the other.
yeah. I mean, I'm either working or at Eastern NC or in another state. It's literally how it goes. TRG, did you did you give me just standard moderator and not
I had no idea CSU has a huge moderate on day 4. That's crazy.
when you unmodded me? Did you ever unmod me? I think you did.
I think I might have for a bit. I
Yeah.
don't know
Did
what
you
I
be like
gave you.
managing or standard?
I don't know.
Here, look, check. So I
You're
can't do a poll.
managing.
Okay. Also, I just forgot how to do a poll.
Do you want Lucky in the hurricane? Can't spell hurricane season forecast video. Yes. No. Let's see which way that goes. Oh, they're gonna be nice to you today. Never mind.
No, yo, wait.
No, yep, they are.
Oh, wait, oh, wait, yeah. All right, first 25 votes. You better once we hit 25 votes, then we end the poll. All right, 8 right now. So if you haven't already, vote.
Vote. Yeah, there is a little rotation increasing near West Liberty, Ohio. I can see that too. Not very strong, but gonna be something to keep an eye on just in case. I don't know how I'll include him in the video. Maybe I'll just get him to say bye at the end.
No, bro. No, let me do a whole segment, bro.
Of what?
Wait. Oh, wait. Let me talk about my predictions on how many storms.
Lord have mercy, you want to retry that sentence?
Let me have a segment where I tell them my predictions for this hurricane season. The amount of storms that we are going to get.
Yeah, because that went really well last year, huh? Where was that hurricane season forecast? Oh, it never happened. After you hyped it up for months. It'll be out in May. It'll be out in June. It'll be out in July. August. It'll be out before hurricane season in August. Now it's August. It'll be out before peak in September. September, nothing. Winter season. I'm gonna do a winter forecast. Nothing.
Yeah,
Tornado
no.
season. You should help me with the tornado season forecast, TOG. Nothing.
Tropical expert Dr. Lucky. I demand y'all to call me that during hurricane season.
Oh, yep. The 2 times he shows up for a Category 5 hurricane for the first 2 minutes of it.
Dr. Lucky. Hey, you know what?
No, what he's gonna do is he's gonna live stream an overnight tropical storm making landfall and then disappear on the face of the earth for the rest of the hurricane season.
No, I'm not, bro.
And then brag
this-
about how he covered a tropical storm that I was asleep because it made landfall at 4 a.m. in the morning.
And I was the only person that was live, I think.
See, he's still gonna brag about that.
I did a good job, bro. You should give me props, bro. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning. I literally hopped out of bed, turned on my PC, hit go live. Bro,
Worst of it over depends on where you are. If you're in Huntsville, Tennessee, you're getting the worst right now. If you are in Oklahoma, yeah, it's over. You can't just send a question about a location and not include it.
hold up.
Little difficult for me to figure out what's happening. Alright, all these storms are moving into the slight risk. Oh, my bad, never mind. They're still well in the enhanced slight risk for tornadoes. Well, bro, I can't tell you if the worst is over if you don't give me a location. Still haven't, Sam. Haven't heard anything.
All right, man, I'm back.
We are now down to 11 normal severes, 0 tornado warnings, 0 significant severes, and 0 PDS severes. Everything is down to normal severes. There is, I think, still 1 tor possible. Is there even a tor possible? There's
No.
not even a tor possible. Oh my goodness. Not even a tor possible severe right now. Please. All I ask is that continues for 20 more minutes, and that is it. There you go, Johnson City, Tennessee. That's what I was looking for, location. Worst is definitely not moved into your area yet. I don't think it will be too rough, though, when it does get to your region. Still possible for 60-mile-an-hour winds, and it's going to be very early in the morning, like we're talking, Lord have mercy, it's almost 1:30 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, yo, that's crazy. I've been live since 11:50 a.m. yesterday.
Yuck. Oh man.
So
do that.
storms will hit you, let's see, midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. So that's about 3 a.m. Central. So about 2 or so hours from now. Yeah, I think my tornado season forecast was spot on this year. We have seen high risks and moderate risks strictly in the Midwest. That's where we've seen the most of our risks, in the Midwest and in the high risk in Dixie Alley.
I'm excited for June and
There's
July for us.
there's never been a moderate in Oklahoma yet. But that might change. That might change on Sunday or Monday. That might change. We'll see what the SPC thinks. Yeah, June and July should be really good for us, Lucky.
Do you think I'll get anything as photogenic as what I got?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not freaking God. Like, jeez. What, like... Yeah, let me just yes, Lucky, I've looked into the future and we will get a photogenic tornado in July. Like, what, huh? I can't give you that answer. I can predict the weather somewhat, but I can't predict our chasing skills.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's like, oh, we just got a tour possible severe. And it's ramping up pretty quick there. Let's hope that doesn't get warned. I'm okay ending under a tour possible severe, but I would love to end under no tornado warnings. It's like people who have come into my chat before. Will there be a tornado in Tennessee in 6 months? It's like, what? I don't know. That's how it feels talking to Lucky sometimes. He's all over the place. Alright, we are still at 11 severes. 3 of them expire in 7 minutes, so hopefully I think we can end under 10 severes. Or right around there. What am I think I'm supposed to start the outro music at 2 hours and 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
2 hours, 5, yeah, 2 hours, 5 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah. Very precise. Alright, Lucky, I think that's 16 votes for yes. Or 16 votes overall, so 75% of 16.
That's 12.
Yep, it's 12.
12 to 4.
I'll just end the poll there. Well, I can guarantee Lucky will at least say one word in the hurricane season forecast.
I'm gonna force this dude to let me have a segment. Don't worry.
Yep. He probably will, and I'll just deny it. Just nope. All I gotta do is not pick up that Discord call. Or you can come to my house in late May and do the video.
Chance of that happening is slim to none.
Yep. Seems legit. Seems legit. Seems legit.
I'm
Seems
bro,
legit.
I'm doing my senior walk at my elementary school on Thursday.
Oh man,
I
how
mean,
badly do I
my
want to say
calendar.
something else right there?
What, that you don't care?
No, something that you said earlier when you were here at my house. That's from the Knoxville radio site. Yeah, same.
Go
Lord have mercy, English.
You go on
Jeez.
mute and tell me. I'm curious.
No.
See, guys, this is what I hate about this dude. This dude will say something.
I could just tell you after stream. Just remind me, and I promise I'll tell you after stream.
I already forgot what you were talking about.
Just go back and stream then.
Something about graduation, so.
Yeah, I'll probably remember it.
This dude will say something, say he's gonna tell me something.
Every friend does that, Lucky. Get over it.
I know, and he will never tell me. Like no matter, like, oh my, y'all. Okay.
I just deafened. See if he notices. See how long it takes for him to notice. He'll start spamming in either the chat or in my DMs in probably a minute. See if he's still talking.
Nah. I was like, okay, can you accept it? He's like,
he's still going on. I just deafened again.
I still haven't gotten that trade request.
I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, dude, that was crazy. He has no idea I went on deafen.
This dude actually deafened, bro.
Yeah, there you go. That's because he's listening to stream.
Yo, you're
what was that? What? Man.
Oh, this dude left me again.
I did?
Wait. Oh, it says I'm still deafened. I clicked it too fast.
All right. Lucky. It's time.
It is?
Yep.
Guys, I don't know if I want to say like and subscribe because I got flamed for saying that. Anyways, so if you guys enjoyed the stream, like it.
See how much of a habit it is?
Let's try that again. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please consider yourself returning back to the stream tomorrow with these things called a post notification bell, on which there's only one way to do it, and if you know, you know. If not, okay.
You can say it, Lucky.
Okay.
Jeez.
If you guys enjoyed today's stream, please like and subscribe to the post notification bell so you know if I when Taylor goes live or makes a video. Please share this channel with your friends and family. Let's help get the word out to people. Let's let them know what weather's coming their way. If you want to join the Discord server, first link in the description. A lot of cool members, a lot of active members, including me.
Sure, buddy.
And yeah. My name's Lucky, and I love you.
And
You know
it's
y'all
sleepy
love me.
time.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm not tired yet.
It's 1:30 a.m.
I'm not tired yet.
I'm live later than I was even awake yesterday. I started stream earlier today than yesterday, and I streamed later today than I did yesterday.
Here, do you see that spinning thing at the top of your screen of the radar?
Yeah.
You see the spinning rain?
Mm-hmm.
You know what do you know what that is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Rain.
No, that's where our low pressure is.
Good job, Lucky. Good job.
Did you know that, or did you not, or did I just tell you?
You just told me, dude. I had no idea.
Oh man. Well, you're welcome, sir.
I had zero clue, man.
You're welcome, sir.
All right. Well, thanks, Lucky, for tuning in and being an annoyance. I mean, helping with stream. It's greatly appreciated and not appreciated. I mean, it is appreciated.
I do not like this dude, bro. This dude is flaming me.
I appreciate
okay,
I appreciate the loudness. I mean, you being
Anyway,
very helpful.
This dude literally says, Lucky, you want to join for a little bit? I'm like, sure. I join, and I get flamed.
I didn't blame you until the end of the stream when things got inactive. I didn't blame you one time before that.
Because I wasn't here before that.
When the tornado warnings expired and we went off topic, that's when we started. So, your fault for joining when everything dies out. Can't blame me for that. I mean, you could have joined in the other 13 hours we had tornado warnings, but no, let's join right at the end.
I couldn't.
You could
I wasn't home.
You could have. No, you texted me multiple times. You even said you could join and then you decided not to. No, Ben, I'm just not going to stream at all tomorrow, even though I said multiple times that I'm going to stream. Come on, turn your volume up, man.
There you go. Yeah, you talk to your viewers like that. Talk to them how you talk to me.
Well, Ben's my friend, so I'll talk to him the same way I talk to you.
Oh.
So I'll be live tomorrow, likely close to 6 p.m. Eastern time. I hope you guys have a great rest of your... Shoot, it's Saturday now. Unless you're in the mountains or in Western NC, or not Western NC, unless you're in the mountains or in Western US.
West Coast.
Yep, the West Coast. Thank you. The West Coast. There you go, the West Coast. Then it's Saturday now. Central and Eastern, it's Saturday. So, just in case, if you're still in Friday and you're behind, have a great rest of your Friday night. Have a great rest of your Saturday morning. Thank you, mods from on chat. Thank you, Lucky, for being here for at least a little bit.
Yes, sir. Of course. Anytime.
And
Anytime. Look, that's a lie, but
yeah, that is a lie. Don't come on now. I appreciate the new member and the like about $10 donations we got on the last live stream. Unfortunately, we ended, so I can't see those donations anymore. But I appreciate those who donated, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's live stream, likely around 6 p.m. Eastern. Have a fantastic rest of your night and get some good rest. Stay safe. Watch for your weather. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you later, brothers. Love y'all.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's live stream. Have a great rest of your night. Stay safe and watch some of your brother. Thank you, mods from on chat. Goodbye.